I don't really want to add in much because I'm kind of seeing kind of the same things you already said. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit this last question because we kind of ran through the next two questions already. We talked about it. Um, I want to end with this. How can men start today, even in a small scale, to make sure their affairs, finances, and faith are in order
Yes.
before they leave this earth?
Yes.
Yeah, how can they start today? Keith, what you got on that, man?
I think we've talked about that several times. We've hit on them points that just start with the small things financially. First of all, you need to get your spiritual life together
Mhm.
because God's word is going to keep you on course on the correct path.
Yes.
So if you just start doing the small things like we talked earlier about putting away a little bit of something,
Okay.
401k, the insurance policy and wills, all them things, investments, you got to find something that you can do because it's so easy to invest nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah.
I work with guys that they're constantly, when we're at work, they're on their phone looking at the stock market
Mhm.
because they have invested all their life into the stock market.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
So it's easy. I mean, there's apps out there,
Yeah.
Robinhood, and some of the simple things. Most jobs has got some type of connection to some financial institution or like Fidelity to help you with 401ks.
Yep.
Just do them simple things, one step at a time. The small steps to the move you. Once you see that I'm having that taken out of my check every week,
Mhm.
you don't really miss it because it's
No, you don't
pre-tax.
miss it.
Yeah. You don't. I had $10 taken out. My check didn't change. It didn't change much at
Right.
all.
Exactly.
It's simple.
Yeah.
And then you say, okay, I got this far. Let's have them take more out of it. Let's
That's
get
right.
up there to 15, 16, 20%.
Yeah.
Into the 401k because most jobs match
Yeah.
to some
Right.
degree or another.
Yeah.
Them the small things. Don't let that money stay there.
Right.
If they gonna match you 5% to 5%,
Get that
you
money.
better
Yep,
be
get
putting
that money.
5% in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
So them the things you need to do. That's
That's
what
a
the
good
young
first step.
people need to realize. They need to start doing that.
Yep.
Go to the people, whoever, HR, the benefit people, and say, hey, how much we matching? If you don't already know that, what are you matching?
Right.
That's the question you should ask when you go for an interview at a job.
Yep.
Mhm.
How much you guys matching with your 401k?
Yes.
What type of investments you got?
Yeah.
So
Okay. That's good.
keep your head on straight.
Love that.
What you got?
Yeah, like what Brother Keith was saying, the first thing you should be doing, first of all, is having your order with Christ. I mean, because, this is, as in the world terms and whatnot, it's still beneficial to have your will and all that stuff. We got to have, before we leave this earth, you want to have your order with Christ. You want to have your relationship with Christ, knowing that he died, rose for us, and he gave us his life for us. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
So, we want to have that first. Then number two, start small. Like, I understand people, it's hard out here now. I mean, you can literally, even before you even have the will, what you call it?
Notarized?
Yeah, notarized. There we go. Just write, get you a sheet of paper
Yeah,
and
write
write
it
stuff
down.
down
That's it.
of the way you want. Like, just start thinking. Like, okay, so I want this. Your music. I don't know. Maybe you want some music playing. You know what I'm saying? At the funeral, all that. You can write all that out. But that way, you'll have a guideline to go off of. For
That's
that
it.
way, when you're going into the notary people or the whatever you want to have it notarized at, now you can write it out real quick. Everything's in order, notarized, bam, you have a will. Then start, like I said, what Brother Keith was saying, start small with the investments. Like, there's so many, you got Cash App with investments on there and stuff now. We have Robinhood. There's thousands of apps where you can start small.
Yeah.
And just put, $5, $10 in there, roll with that, and then kind of see how it is. Like, okay, I can add a little bit more. Then you have something. You at least have something. And then build upon that. Start getting out here, getting the information, figure out, all right, how can I get a bigger return on my investments and stuff like that. Then you can start getting into the advanced stuff. But just start small. That's the
good.
biggest thing.
That's
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
All right, Billy, what you got, bro?
Yeah, and you know what? I want to stay on that line of small, and because we can talk about the 401ks and RAs and mutual funds and and all that, but we want to get down to the bare roots of this thing because there are many people out there right now. They just need to start somewhere,
Yes.
and that's what this podcast is about. Is to help men.
Yes.
You know,
Start somewhere.
start somewhere
Yep.
to be those godly men that God has called them to be.
Yes.
And so the first thing is a job.
Hey, I like that.
And we
Yup,
laugh
straight
at
to
that,
it.
but there are
Straight to
so
it.
many
Yeah,
young
that's
men
like
running
the
around
first
here
That's true.
without a job.
Yeah, that's true.
Get you a job.
Oh,
Stop living off your girlfriend and,
yeah.
Yeah.
and things
yeah.
like that. She's at work all day. You at home playing Nintendo
Yep.
and things like that.
Or
Be a
PlayStation.
man. Be a man.
In the
You
bank
got to start
account.
somewhere. So get a job.
Yep.
But then get a bank account because there are
Yes.
so many young men
Yeah.
out here. They don't have bank accounts.
Yep.
That they'll have a job,
Yeah.
but they have this card that
Yep.
their money is
Mhm.
loaded on. Get
Yep.
you a bank account because
Yes.
now that's going to build something.
Yep.
You know, so when you go to get credit
Mhm.
and things like that. So save your money.
Yes.
I don't care what you make every 2 weeks or every month, whatever it is your income is, annually, whatever. But if you start on a small scale and if you follow a simple guide, is that I only want of my 100% that pie. We've all seen the pie chart,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
That this percentage goes to savings.
Mm.
This percentage goes to, bills
Bills,
and
yes.
things like that. If we stay within our range and do not spend above our means,
Yep.
start small.
Yes.
Save something every pay period.
Yep.
And when you save it, act as if
It's gone.
it's gone.
Yep. It's gone. Yep.
Even though it's sitting over there, nice and safe in your bank account,
Yes.
in your savings account. Have two separate. You got
Yep,
the
have to.
checking side, but you got the saving side of that account.
Mm.
And just act like that money's not even there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And live within your means, because you look up, you're getting paid again.
That's
Uh-huh.
right.
And
Yeah.
you still got money in the bank.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got that savings. Now you're putting more into the savings and things like that.
Yep.
Whatever little bills you have, you're paying your bills on time.
Yeah.
That's key. Pay your bills on time.
Yep.
And things like that. That's what's going to help your credit, build your credit and things like that.
Yeah.
And so that's the things that we need to do on a small scale and just live within your means.
Yes.
Because we live in a society today where it's information overload.
Mhm.
Everybody want to live like the Joneses and things like that. Man, I thank God I've never had that spirit.
Me neither.
I've-
Me neither.
I get it.
Hey.
I get teased by my kids today and things like that, especially my wife and whatever. They say, man, as good as God been to you, you still so frugal or whatever.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because if I'm
Yep.
making
Facts.
a certain amount of money,
Exactly.
that don't mean I got to go out and blow it
Yeah.
Mhm.
and things like that
Yeah.
or whatever. My wife will be in the store and she may say, go ahead and get you those $200 pair of dollars shoes, $200 pair. You deserve that. Well, yeah. I'm thinking hard, man. My wheels are turning. And I'm thinking about all the clothes I already have.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about all the shoes because, like we grown men, most of the stuff that we have, it still looks brand new, even though
Yeah.
we've had it for years.
Take
Because
care
we're
of it.
not
Yeah.
wearing
Yep.
it every day.
Exactly.
We're taking care of it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my mind, why am I going to drop these $200 on this? I may wear those 2 times
Yep.
this year
Mhm.
for that occasion and then for an occasion 7 months later down the road.
Yeah.
Do I really need that?
Right.
No, I'm gonna leave my money in my bank account.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
So if we can get some self-control,
Yeah.
that's what I tell a young man. Start on that small scale, man. Take care of your families.
Yep.
Take care of your families, man, and God's gonna take care of you.
That's right. I like
he,
that.
He meant take care of your family.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
family.
Your family.
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 But when I said leads, I'm talking to multiple
Well, you-
men.
yeah, you-
Take care of your
yeah,
family.
there we go.
You
Right.
believe.
Just bringing clarity. Okay, I'm just saying. Just
Clear
make
that
sure
up.
we're
You
clear.
said it right. To be honest.
You
So,
said something
line
about
up
Papa
doing
being a
that.
Rolling
Yep.
Stone. Just want to make sure we clear.
I
Don't
know
do
it.
that.
Not that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, please
One
don't.
family.
Yeah.
Right.
One family.
Yeah.
I like that as a quick pro tip. Me and my wife have like a separate account. It's like an online banking thing.
Mhm.
And so if we were saving for a trip or just in general, we have savings over there. And it's something that we don't even look at. Actually,
Yeah.
I'd be forgetting they even have. I'd
Money
be
in it.
going through my cards and be like, oh, I forgot I even had this bank account.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's it.
So
That's
a
good.
lot of times we go over there and be like, oh, we got money over there. Yeah. So we'll put our, savings funds and stuff like our emergency funds and stuff over there for that way we're not in our actual bank account
Yeah.
seeing that money for that way if emergency does come up, we'd be like, oh yeah, we got that one account. The
Yeah.
money's not
There you
touched,
go.
it's there. And their interest rate is very high with this bank account. So yep, just have
Yeah.
to sit.